Are you ready to have some fun? Today, I'm going to show you how to make some crepe paper flowers that you wrap around your finger. It is so fun. So let's get started. What you will need is some crepe paper and some scissors. And it doesn't matter what color of crepe paper it is, any color that you have. So we're going to start with the crepe paper and we're going to cut a strip of crepe paper, probably at least maybe 6 inches long. So you have a piece like this. And then this is the really fun part. You're going to take the crepe paper, you're going to take 2 of your fingers, you're going to hold the crepe paper just like this, okay? Now you want to have it so that it sticks out a little bit on the end. So you're holding part of it like this, and then take the other end that you're not holding and you're going to wrap it around your fingers like this, okay? When you've wrapped it around, if you look, you can kind of see that there's a little piece of crepe paper that's in the middle there. You're going to take the crepe paper on the end that your fingers are not holding and you're going to squeeze it together like this, really tight, okay, so that it ends up looking like this. Now when you've squeezed it, you take the squeezed part and pull it off your fingers, and look, it's a little flower. Now that's the very basic way to make these crepe paper flowers. I like to even twist it a little more so it's very tight at the bottom. See that? So after you make your flower, there's a lot of possibilities that you can do with it. So let me show you what we can do. One of the fun things to do with your flowers is to put them on a paper and draw the stems like this. To make this kind of picture, you'll need to get a piece of paper, like construction paper or cardstock, any color you want. I decided to use white. And then you need to have a green marker, and then you choose how many flowers you want. For this one, I chose 4. So I think what I will do is take 2 of each flower, and I'll take the other ones and put them away. And now we've got just the paper and the flowers, and then you need to put the flowers on the paper with glue or even tape. Now let me show you how we do it with the different things. So here's a piece of tape. I'm going to take a piece, and you could use masking tape or clear tape. I'm just going to make a little roll of tape like this. It's hard to see because this is clear tape, but if you have a little roll of tape, you pick up your flower, and I like to find the place where the flower wraps around and comes over, and that's where I'm going to put my tape, okay? And then make sure it sticks to the flower. We want to be very careful so we don't squeeze the flower together, so we're only holding the part of the flower that is on that side. And then I can take the paper, and I'm holding it just on the back of it, and I'm going to stick the flower down on the paper with the tape. Now, to make sure it holds, you want to put your finger inside the flower and push down where the tape is, and that will hold it onto the paper. Now, another thing to do is you can do it with a glue stick, and the way that I like to do that is to take the glue stick and push down quite a bit of glue so that you can see the glue there. It has to have enough so that the flower will stick on. Now, I did a yellow flower. I'm going to now do a red flower. Again, I'm going to find the place where the flower kind of wraps and opens up, and I'm going to very carefully put the flower on the glue stick, or on the place where I put the glue. Now, it's holding, but I want it to hold really well, so I'm going to come around to the very edge of the flower, and I'm going to push it down. I don't want to push on the flower or it will smash it down. So I'm putting it there like that, okay? Now I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to use some of this kind of glue, all right? And if I'm going to use this glue, I think the easiest thing would be to put a little glue on the back of the flower. I'm going to put it where the flower opens a little, where that it wrapped over, and I'm going to put a little glue right like this. Okay, like that. And I think I want a yellow flower here, so I'm gonna come over here and put my red flower and leave a space for the yellow one. Okay, so I put it on the paper so that the glue is in the back, but again, I want to make sure that it's holding it really well, so I'm going to put my finger inside of the flower and just press down where that glue is. Okay, so that will hold it really well. Now we have a space for the yellow flower. I could have put the red flower right next to this one, but I think I like the pattern of yellow, red, yellow, red. So now which way, I have one more flower to put on, and I can choose to use this kind of glue or tape or the glue stick. I think I'm going to use the glue stick. So when I use this glue, I have to make sure I twist the lid so that it doesn't spill. And I'm going to take the glue stick and I'm going to do a whole bunch of glue. Make sure I put the lid back on. And I'm going to put it on like this. Just like that. And remember, put your finger back here and push it down. Now, if any of the bottoms of them have come untwisted, you can just kind of squeeze them together again. Once you have your flowers on your paper, then you can draw the stems and the leaves. So I'm going to just draw a little stem here and draw some leaves like that. And I'm going to do it again for the next flower. There's another one. And this flower. There. And one more. And there's my stems and leaves. And then you can color in the leaves. So, this is a fun way to do it. Another fun thing you can do with your flower is to tie a ribbon around it. Let me show you what we need to do. So what you'll need is a piece of ribbon or yarn and a flower. Now you're going to take the part of the flower that you've twisted, and that's where you're going to tie the ribbon. Look, I can make the flower stand up like this so it has the point at the top. And then you're going to tie the ribbon around that. Now this is a little tricky because someone might need to hold the flower for you while you tie the ribbon around it, or you could hold the flower and have somebody else tie the ribbon. But if we tie it, we want to tie it very tight, and then it holds onto the ribbon like this. And then you can make a decoration. If you want to curl the ribbon, you can, like this. And then you have a curly ribbon. So this could make a really fun decoration for the table or for a party, like that. Another fun thing to do with your flower is to put it onto a pipe cleaner. What you'll need is one flower and a pipe cleaner, and you'll need to cut the pipe cleaner with wire cutters so that it's a smaller piece, just like this. Now this is a kind of pipe cleaner that has two colors, but even one color of a pipe cleaner will work just fine. So to do this, you're going to take the part of the flower that you squeezed with your hand, hold it tight around the pipe cleaner, and then take a piece of tape and twist it around really tight up at the top where you've got the pipe cleaner and the part of the flower that you squeezed really tight. And then it holds it on just like that, and then you've got it. Isn't that fun? And you know what? You could even twist the pipe cleaner around your finger to make a fun little ring. Isn't that fun? Lots of possibilities. Another fun thing to do is to make a bunch of flowers like this on a straw. So you'll need to have a straw and flowers. And I chose to have 5 flowers, and then you'll also need some tape. So we'll bring the tape up here. Now, This is one of the straws that has the little bendy part. I think it's best to use the bendy part at the top where the flowers will be. So now you start with one flower and you hold it next to the straw and you get some tape and you're going to tape that on to the top of the straw and wrap it all the way around so it's taped on really well. And then you get another flower and you're going to tape it onto the straw but a little bit down, just like you did before. If it's hard for you to hold the flower and tape it, you might want to have someone help you to do that and you can work together. So there's two flowers, and now I'm going to do another flower down a little farther, and you can have a little space. They don't have to touch each other. So I'm going to tape it around, hold it down, and then wrap it around while I tape it. And do you see how I'm making a pattern? I'm doing red and then yellow and red and yellow. You can do it however you want, but that's what I'm choosing to do. So I'm wrapping the next flower down on the bottom, and I have one more flower to do. And wrapping that one. So now I have a fun little bunch of flowers. And you could do lots of flowers or just a few, but that's another fun way to do it. So now it's your turn to make crepe paper flowers. There are so many possibilities. I think you'll have a lot of fun, and we'll have some more fun next time. Bye!